How'd you guys feel about the fact checking of the moderators?
I do think they were biased against Trump. I did.
Yo, so here's my thing. I don't know enough. I don't know enough, but was Trump just saying more outlandish shit?
I was wondering that
so,
too.
Okay,
they
so
were
it's
both
like
lying, but Trump's lies were so crazy.
Egregious that they're fact checking it.
Yeah.
Now, would Kamala lie with truths?
Kind of. I forget exactly what it was. I need to look it up. But I think the fracking thing. So I'm pretty sure she said like, oh yeah, we're going to ban fracking in this one specific place. And then when Trump called her out, she's like, I never said that. I'm not doing it. And I'm pretty sure that was like just a blatant lie. But it's so subtle and nuanced that no one's going to even look into it.
So everybody's going, the ABC moderators were so biased and they were correcting Trump on everything. But if you say super egregious lies, they're very easy to push back against. If you say half-truth lies, like it looked like what Kamala was doing, the way politicians lie, where it has enough truth where it's like, well, technically some of those jobs came from this. It's like, all right, am I going to stop the debate to check her on something that could technically fit under the umbrella of truth, but she might be misleading in the way that she says it? So I thought it was kind of unfair when you saw all the Trump supporters going, oh, it's so biased. Look at the moderators only correcting one side. I think you have to hold Trump a little bit more accountable.
Yeah,
exactly. Be better with your lies, bro.
Here's what a thought also crossed my mind. Viscerally, I felt like it was biased, but then one thought crossed my mind. Maybe they don't correct when one politician lies about the other politician. Like if Kamala says Trump supports Project 2025, it's not, moderator might be like, it's not my job. That's Trump's job.
Oh, he's up
like,
there.
No, I don't support Project. But if
I'm going to give you a minute to respond.
If Trump goes, people in the Midwest are eating cats, it's like, well, the Midwest can't speak for itself here. So
that's a great point. Lie on the person in front of you. They can respond. I'm going to give them a minute.
Yeah, Kamala's lies mainly seem to be about Trump. And Trump's lies just like, again,
that is a 9-month ban thing, or the 9-month post-abortion.
They're killing babies after they're born. That's not an abortion.
Also, that was another thing that he did. He was so like emotionally out of control that even when he had her on something, he would just keep spouting off and then they'd move on. Like with the abortion thing, he's like, did you say, or do you support 7, 8, even in the 9th month?
Yeah.
He could have stopped right there and forced her to say yes.
I wanted to know her answer.
Yeah.
I really actually wanted to know.
And they're probably going to do it even afterwards, like that person in Virginia. And then the moderator goes, okay, and now next question. Force her to answer the question.
But
she was ready to
lower rates and shit like that.
I did see her say that's not true in that moment, but I would when he was asking, I was like, I want to hear her address this.
But she was ready to fight back because during that she was like, oh, well, why don't you answer the question? Would you veto a federal abortion ban? So it's like she was ready.
She's ready.
She's like, no, she had an answer, but he didn't even let her give her answer.
With these debates, you got to let them sink their own ship sometimes. And I think what Trump had done really effectively in debates in the past, especially when there's 9 people on stage and you have the audience, because the audience does play a part. I was watching it at the Comedy Cellar, right? Upstairs, there's a bunch of people watching. And when he would do his little quips, it would get laughs. That is rattling to an opponent. Right? So if Kamala is hearing 1,000 people in an auditorium laughing at what he's saying, all of a sudden, Trump is starting to get more energy. He's starting to feel more crushing. And also, you know what? He's not going to be as emotionally volatile because he feels the confidence. That imposter syndrome is going away. The worst thing for Trump in this debate was not having an audience, because he constantly needs the feedback to let him know. And I get this as a comedian. Hey, you're funny. You're good. People like you. When he's just spouting off, he's seeking it, but it's not there.
And any comic will tell you the first laugh frees you up so much. You want to get that first laugh as quickly as possible. I remember him always saying that he figured out comedy very quickly. He was like, that first laugh, you need that quickly. Because then you just go,